It's Wednesday, July the 23rd. The word for you today, it's a good little devotional. I hope you're enjoying it. God is pushing you out of your comfort zone. That's the title of our lesson today. It comes out of Deuteronomy chapter 32. We're going to look at verses 10 and 11. It says, "In a desert land he found him, in a barren and howling waste. He shielded him as the apple of his eye, like an eagle that stirs up its nest and hovers over its young, that spreads its wings to catch them and carries them on its pinions." Okay, what's going on here? This is a message from Moses to the people of Israel. It says, in a desert land. Well, he starts off Deuteronomy chapter 32 by praising God. And then he talks about how the people rejected God. And so now in these verses, 10 and 11, Moses is going to talk about God's faithfulness and how he loves and cares for his people. So he starts off in a desert land. We think of a desert land, we think of a land of no hope. There's nothing there, just wasteland. He found him. Who's he? That would be God. He found him. Who's him? Well, looking up the verse before, it's Jacob. In a barren, and Jacob would represent Israel. He found Jacob, God found Jacob or Israel, in a barren and howling waste. He found them in a place where they had no home, they had no place. And then God viewed Israel as the apple of his eye. You've heard that expression, the apple of your eye. It's that most sensitive, most precious part of your eye. And it's the part that you would protect before anything else. And that is how God sees his children, as the apple, that thing most precious that he would protect more than anything else. Just as an eagle stirs up its nest, hovers over its young, spreads its wings to catch them. The eagle provides a home for the young, then prepares the young to fly, and then helps the young to fly so the young bird can realize his potential. So God does the same thing. He takes care of us. He brings us into the fold and takes care of us. Then he prepares us. He gives us spiritual gifts. He helps us to learn and to grow and to become stronger. And then he helps us to reach our potential by putting us sometimes in situations where we have to trust him. Some very difficult, some very uncomfortable situations where we're called to do more than what we think we can do. And the whole time he is there protecting us. This shows God's love for his people. If he loves them this much, talking about Israel, if he loved Israel this much, the apple of his eye, how much does he love you and I? The same way he sees us as the apple of his eye. Just as an eagle prepares its young, feeds them, protects them, gets them when they're ready, then starts moving them. I've heard some people who studied eagles say that they start, when they make the nest, they get rough sticks and stickers and all kinds of things, and then they put soft stuff on it to make a nice soft place for the young bird to be. But then as the bird begins, it develops its feathers and strength and is ready to learn to fly, then they start knocking out the soft stuff. And so now they're poking on those sharp briars and the rough stuff, and its bed isn't comfortable anymore. And that moves them to the edge and then nudges them out of the nest. And so now the eagle's falling in the air. And what, they're just going to fall and die? Well, hopefully they'll spread their wings and fly, but if they don't, the mother or the father eagle fly underneath the baby eagle so that they land on them. Then they'll take them back up and they'll go through it again. And eventually that young eagle will learn to fly. You think, man, that's rough. Well, young eagle's got to learn to fly. He's not going to do that sitting in the nest. You know, the same way you and I, we're not going to reach our potential just sitting around. We need to be willing to say, God, what do you want me to do? And when God puts us in a situation. So, God, let's pick something else. God's going to place us in a situation that's uncomfortable for us. And we've got to be willing. We've got to be ready to say, okay, God, I'm trusting you. I don't know how to do this, but you do. So God, I'm trusting you. Help me. And then God works through us and we go, wow, I never dreamed I could have done that. Well, we didn't do it by ourselves. God prepared us, nudged us, gave us the strength, the ability to do it, and then he was there the whole time. So let me ask you, is there something God is preparing you for? You really don't want to do it because you can't. Maybe you even don't want to, but you know God is wanting you to do it. Like this little eagle, would you be willing to let God push you out of the nest and do the very best you can, knowing that God's not going to let you fall? He'll come along and take care of you. It's amazing how interesting life gets when we allow God to get us out of our comfort zone and doing things that we never dreamed possible. Have a good day.